The Wall Street Journal reported this week that Perplexity was making a $34.5 billion unsolicited bid to buy Chrome from Google. That's if Google is forced to sell Chrome, and that court decision hasn't come down at the time of this recording. But I just want to start with the most basic question, which is, do you have $34.5 billion? Where are you getting this money from? Because as of the last time I checked, Perplexity's valuation was only about $18 billion.
Okay, fair question. So no one has the money in hand to make such a large bid like this, right? So before we made the bid, we obviously talked to three or four investors and asked them if they'd be willing to back us, and they all said yes, right? So it's not like they already wired the money to me and it's all ready to go. Because the reason they haven't wired us, like no one even knows if Google will be forced to sell it. It all depends on the judge's ruling. But we placed a bid so that in case the judge rules in that sort of fashion, Google at least knows that there's one interested buyer.
Arvin, I've heard some people saying that this is just a marketing stunt, that you're just trying to get attention by making these headline grabbing bids for Chrome. And before that, you also bid for TikTok when it
Okay.
looked like it might be sold. So, for the people out there who think this is just Perplexity trying to get some attention by doing these stunts, they have no real intention of buying Chrome here. What do you say?
If the judge rules that Chrome should be sold, like we will buy it, like period. And if people think like even I could have placed a bid, like no, you cannot place a bid. You don't have a browser, even you don't know how to run a browser. You don't know how to put AI in it. You don't know how to make agents work. We know all that. We have a pretty talented team who actually understands Chromium pretty deeply. We'll still commit to hiring people who want to just work on the open source Chromium project. It's a pretty serious bid. The reality is it's unlikely to actually be the case that the judge would force them to sell Chrome. And even if the judge forces them to sell Chrome, they're going to appeal it and it's going to take 2 years. So let me be clear that for this to actually be in effect, it's going to take a lot of time. But you will lose 100% of the shots you don't take. So you have to at least give yourself a chance to get it in case there is even a 1% chance that Chrome is forced to be separated out from Google.